Have you ever wondered why joining a church feels more like signing up for a membership than finding faith? Why does it seem like there are always rules, requirements, and payments involved? If following Jesus is supposed to be free, why does it come with so many conditions? Today we're exposing the hidden business model that churches don't want you to see. Let's break it down. The application process? Faith for sale? Some churches now require applications just to attend certain programs. Take a look at this. You must be at least 17 years old to join. You must provide an ID or birth certificate. You must be a paying and active church member. You must pass a background check. You must agree to their statement of faith. No questions, no doubts allowed. You must pay an application fee just to apply. Since when did faith come with terms and conditions? Jesus never told people they needed identification, membership, or payments to follow him. He said in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." No entry fee, no paperwork, no conditions. Mandatory payments, God's word, but with a price tag. Now let's talk about the real reason for these restrictions: money. Once you're accepted, you're locked into a financial commitment. Some churches charge monthly or yearly fees for attendance, studies, and even spiritual training. But these courses aren't accredited anywhere. They give you a certificate that means nothing outside the church. And don't forget, attendance is subject to payments being up to date. If you don't pay, you don't stay. If Jesus was alive today, do you think he would charge people for Bible study? Or would he teach freely, just as he did 2,000 years ago? The youth club strategy, a future revenue stream. Have you ever noticed how churches target teenagers? They create youth nights and church discos, selling it as a safe space for young people. They create youth nights and church discos, selling it as a safe space for young people. Scene 2, conditioning the next generation. What they're really doing is conditioning the next generation, getting them comfortable in the church environment so they grow up believing this is the only way. The goal? Lifelong financial commitment. The hidden dangers, a perfect cover for predators. Churches are breeding grounds for people with hidden intentions. Over the years, countless cases of abuse, manipulation, and cover-ups have been exposed. Churches are breeding grounds for people with hidden intentions. Over the years, countless cases of abuse, manipulation, and cover-ups have been exposed. Scene 2, closed communities. Why? Because churches operate as closed communities where questioning leadership is seen as a lack of faith. Predators hide behind titles like pastor, youth leader, or mentor, knowing they are protected by blind trust. If an accusation arises, it's handled internally, never in a court of law. This is why so many churches have scandals swept under the rug. They protect the church's reputation over protecting the victims. Leaving isn't failing, it's freedom. If you're starting to see the truth, don't feel guilty. You're not failing, you're waking up. It takes real strength to question what you've been taught and even more courage to take action. Jesus never wanted followers to be trapped in a system designed for control and profit. He called people to love, to serve, and to seek truth, not to fund an institution. What can you do? If you really want to live like Jesus, help people directly. Buy groceries for a struggling family, pay a child's school fees, support shelters, not mega-church buildings. Buy groceries for a struggling family, pay a child's school fees, support shelters, not mega-church buildings. Question everything. Faith should set you free, not bind you to a system. So now ask yourself, are you following Jesus, or just following the rules of an institution? If this message opened your eyes, share it. Someone out there needs to hear this. And here's where you come in. The only way to stop this scam is by exposing it. For years, these churches have been able to operate unchecked because people stay silent, either out of fear, guilt, or because they still feel tied to the church. The only way to stop this scam is by exposing it. For years, these churches have been able to operate unchecked because people stay silent, either out of fear, guilt, or because they still feel tied to the church. Scene 2. Flipping the script. But what if we flip the script? What if, instead of being silent, we spoke up? What if, instead of letting others fall into the same trap, we warned them? You don't have to stay quiet. The more people wake up, speak out, and share the truth, the harder it becomes for these churches to keep scamming vulnerable people. So, here's your challenge. Share this video, post it, send it, let people see what's really going on. Start the conversation. Ask your friends and family, do you think Jesus would approve of this? Help people break free. If you know someone who's trapped in a church like this, be there for them. They need someone who understands. This isn't just about calling out a problem, it's about ending the cycle. You have the power to make a difference. So what will you do?